So for the last couple months, my wife's been bugging me about fixing the outside of her car, and well, I don't really blame her. It kind of looks like it's an old beat up car, but it runs great and it's got good bones in it, so I don't want to get rid of it. But I also don't want to take it over to a body shop and spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to make the thing look new again. So I jumped online and I went to look at a couple different websites that offer touch-up paints, but I came across one called Automotive Touchup, and they had everything that I need to make this thing look brand new again. The first thing I really want to fix is the door moldings on the side of the car because they're old looking and faded and they don't match the outside of the door anymore. So I went ahead, ordered up a kit, and I want to show you guys the process that we did to make the thing look brand new again. Here's the lineup of products available from Automotive Touchup, which includes primer, base coat, and clear coat. But also including is a sandpaper pack, some prep wipes, a rubber sanding block, and a roll of pre-taped masking film. First step is to mask off the perimeter of the door moldings with a roll of 3/4 inch tape. Using this tape to mask off the area around the moldings will ensure that you'll get a clean and sharp line around the moldings. Go ahead and run your hand back over the tape just to make sure that it's stuck to the door surface. Then tap the corners at an angle to prevent any corner bleeds. Next, stretch out a length of the masking film so it's just long enough to cover the door, but easy enough to manage. Tear off the end of the door and run your finger back over the masking tape. Now grab both ends of the plastic masking film and pull out the folded length until it covers over the area where you don't want the paint materials to stick to. Repeat the same process on the back door and then move to the top side of the door moldings until the side of the vehicle is covered with plastic masking film. There are multiple sheets of sandpaper included in the pack. I'm going to start with a 320 grit just because the moldings are in great shape and don't have any chips or any gouges in them. Fold the paper long ways down the sheet of the sandpaper and tear it in half. This makes loading the rubber sanding block super simple. Using water as a lubricant, push the sanding block across the moldings using medium pressure across the surface. Sand the area until the moldings look dull and even without any shiny spots across the surface. Now go ahead and use some of the prep solvent on a lint-free towel. You should notice that the towel has picked up all the leftover dust from the sanding process. Repeat the process again with a clean and dry towel, just to make sure that the area is lint-free and that the area is also dry. Next, it's time to prime the surface. Go ahead and pull off the cap and give the can a shake for a good minute or so. Then begin to use light coats of primer over the moldings, allowing just about 5 to 10 minutes in between coats of primer until the areas are completely covered. Included in the kit are a few spray out cards that we applied a few medium coats in multiple directions to ensure that the metallic registers correctly. After the base coat dried, we checked the card in a few different locations on the vehicle, both in the sunlight and also in the shade. After the last coat of primer had cured, we went back to our sandpaper pack and pulled out a sheet of 600 grit. Using our squirt bottle of water again, we block sanded the primer until the surface looked dull and flat. Automotive Touchup surface wipes do an awesome job at cleaning the primer surface before applying base coat. So here we go, time to lay down some color. Start out by laying down a few light coats and allow at least 5 to 10 minutes in between those coats. Once you've built up a few coats, step up your game by applying a few medium coats and extend the cure time in between those coats as well. Make sure that you spray the base coat in a few different directions. This way you'll avoid any blotchy spots or uneven looking coats. 3 medium coats of clear with a 15-minute cure time in between coats will do just the trick. Once the clear cures, carefully pull the tape and remove the masking materials. This is always my favorite part because the job looks even better every time you pull one layer away of the masking materials. So we went ahead and waited a couple days to let all the clear cure before we went ahead and washed it, but now that we've washed it, I'm just amazed by the results. The moldings look brand new, which makes the whole outside of the car look brand new, and I know that's something that my wife's gonna be super excited about. Everything was real easy to do. Masking everything off was very easy. The steps were simple, and what I liked about it the most too is that the kit came with everything that we needed to get the job done. So if you want to do the same thing too, check out automotivetouchup.com and they'll get you everything that you need to get your truck looking the same way.